Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 Kabal action figure. It's about time we finally got some new characters in the Mortal Kombat 11 line. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, ages 14 plus, says this is not a toy. I always find those things hilarious on these action figures. McFarlane Toys, Mortal Kombat 11, Kabal. Here he is in the package. Looks like he's got a couple of different blade items and a display stand. One side of the package, here he is posed up. Other side says Mortal Kombat 11. At the bottom, there's a bunch of credits and a barcode, in case that helps anybody. And in the back, here he is with his weapons out. I got my figure from Amazon.com. Was surprised he actually arrived on time. So no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He does come with a display stand, and then two Blades of Vengeance hook swords. So this is Kabal. He was first introduced in Mortal Kombat 3. Believe it or not, he actually used to be a regular guy, police officer, but he's been through a lot. He's been on fire, he's been disfigured. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. Here's Kabal. He typically is shown with the hook swords and with the respirator. He has all kind of problems. He was healed, but he has a sort of device on his face helping keep him alive. You can see his hair sticking out of there. Looks pretty good. He's got these tubes coming out of like the back of his neck, going all the way around to a device down here. I assume that's keeping him alive as well. Got some armor on the front here. You can see on his suit, pretty nice little texturing on the brown parts. Looks like double jointed elbows. Double jointed knees. Look at those spiked knee pads. This guy's white skin. He is far from the person he used to be. Got some soft good stuff here mixed with the hard goods. Overall, he looks pretty good. Now let's check out his accessories. And let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. Typical McFarlane stand. Black perfect circle. Says Mortal Kombat at the bottom. Has one peg for the peg holes on their feet. It's very thin. Very basic. Here are his Blades of Vengeance hook swords. They look pretty cool, pretty unique. You can see why they're called a hook sword. Got the hook part at the top. Looks like it has a lot of different ways to kill. You've got this part here. You've got this part next to the handle. And the base as well. Handle here has a nice wrap on it. The sword is kind of flimsy, a little bendable. I would like to be a little harder. Same time, that makes it more prone to snapping and breaking. Here he is, holding his two hook swords. Here's Kabal fighting Noob Saibot. Round 1, fight! And like I said before, these swords have 3 ways to kill somebody. We have the hook part. And then there's this curved area here by the handle. He's decapitating Noob Saibot. And he can also stab him with the base of this sword. 3 ways to kill. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories. Now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top, he's sitting at about 7.3 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 18.5 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. He can look up and down about that far. Can't tilt his head from one side to the other, giving him a nice amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes out a little bit more than 90 degrees. The area up here is soft, doesn't obstruct it much, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest, just increase the range of motion slightly. He's got a bicep cut hidden very nicely under his sleeve here. Double jointed elbows going this far. His wrists can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got a ball joint in his torso, can rotate around, go forward and back. Another ball joint in his waist, can also rotate around and go forward and back, giving him a wide range of motion in his torso area. Legs, they go out this far, pretty much does the splits. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. As far as rotation goes, not very much. Double jointed knees. Then his ankle here, it has a ball on it. Hard to access in the articulation. It goes forward and back. Can rotate. I cannot really get it to tilt or rock too much. A little bit. And he has toe articulation. Now let's check them out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. Here's Kabal and Noob Saibot, the two most recent figures in the line. And here's the Curse of Apocalypse Spawn. This is the most recently released figure before this new wave. Then, here he is next to the previous assortment of McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 figures. Here are all the Mortal Kombat 11 characters McFarlane has made so far. There are 10 of them. They've only made about half what they potentially could make. We've got Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kabal, Noob Saibot, Liu Kang, Kitana, Shao Kahn, and Baraka. Here's the entire McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 collection. There are a total of 25 figures. The next figure to come out is going to be Lord Covenant Spawn, and then the next series is going to be an alternate Liu Kang and Shao Kahn. And here, next to a Mezco Mortal Kombat 10 Kitana, the scaling is quite different. Here are a couple of other figures I've got in recent history that are also damaged, injured, and using respirators. We've got the McFarlane My Hero Academy All for One, and the NECA Ultimate Predator 2 Damaged City Hunter. Now let's check them out next to some action figures from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style wise, in case you don't know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane figure, they're the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect and work my way smaller. Here he is with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale, all from different various video game properties. Then, with some non-video game McFarlane figures. And here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here he is next to some NECA figures. Then next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here with some Mafex figures. Then next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. Overall, this is a pretty cool figure. Very pleased to be getting more Mortal Kombat characters. His accessories are really cool. I like those swords. His sculpt and paint job are excellent. I don't see any issues there. His hair looks a little weird though. His articulation is everything you'd expect from a modern McFarlane figure. If I were to rate this guy, I'd give him a strong 7 out of 10. Not enjoying him quite as much as Noob Saibot, but he's still pretty cool. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.